Hello and welcome. My name is Chad Davis, and this is my introductory speech for my public speaking class. I'm going to Baker College for computer programming, and I, I live in Alliance, Ohio with my wife and two kids. Um, and I go to work for myself. I run my own business. It's called the PC Wizard, and I basically just fix cell phones and game systems. I do remove computer viruses and fix parts, stuff like that, but to me, that's just the simple things. It's more fun to me to fix people's cell phone screens and things like that because I only charge like $50 to do that when most companies would charge $150, $200 for the same procedure, and I'm licensed and everything to do it, so they come to me instead of them, and that's what I like to do for work. And I am doing this video, and I'm going to use the visual aid of a PS4 controller. Now, the reason I chose this is because this device right here means much more to me than what most people would see when they look at it. When most people look at this, they just see a controller. I see a circuit board. I see buttons. Um, the buttons do things, and I know what they do, whereas most people don't. Um, and what a lot of people don't realize is that inside every one of your electronic devices, every single one of them, your phone, uh, your egg timer, your your clock on your stove, the clock on your um, microwave, uh, the dispenser on your fridge that dispenses ice and water. Every single one of those devices would not be possible without computer programming, because even the most simple device has binary code, and binary code is a simple 0 or 1. And basically that's all that computer programming is it's all about zeros and ones. It's just that the more complicated programs, the reason why they call it a language is because the language lets you write it in a way that you can understand it as a human, and then a interpreter uh, takes that code and turns it into zeros and ones in which a machine can read and understand. So, for example, I have a lamp right here. Right now it's on the 0 position because it's not on. Now, just by flipping the switch, I turn the light on. All I'm doing is changing the binary code from 0 to 1, and it's really that simple. Um, but people don't realize that programming goes into every single one of those devices. When people think of computer programming, they think that they just see someone typing away on a computer, making a cell phone app or something like that, or making a exe, an executable on your desktop, something that starts your applications. That's what they think of when they think of computer programming. But really, it's so much more than that, and that's why I chose this, because to me, commercially, this is the best that we can do right now. Um, as far as it goes to video game systems and things like that, because the reason I chose to become a computer programmer was because I grew up playing video games, and it always amazed me at the way that everything worked. Video games are not just a fun pastime for me. To me, they're a form of art. You have graphics that go into it. You have sound that goes into it. You have to plan out the whole system of what you're going to do in your video game. And then after you have all of those things, the programmer comes into play. And it's the programmer that makes the games do everything that they do. You know, if you are playing a video game and you're shooting a missile at an airplane or something like that, what's really happening is the graphic is being told to turn on so that you see the missile, and it's getting shot, but all the stuff that's behind that is run by the programmer. And I'm not quite sure, but I believe that the PS4 and Xbox systems are written in C. Well, actually, I'm not sure what it's called. C#, I think. Which I am not too familiar with yet. I know C++, Java, Ruby, and Visual Basic. So, and part of being a programmer is knowing all those different languages so that you can use them to do all kinds of different tasks. But that's really what I see when I look at a controller. I don't just see the controller. I see, you know, everything that this represents as a programmer, and this embodies everything that I want to be able to do as a programmer, because I would love to be able to work on a team that's developing a video game, and I could be the one that writes the code for the background for the video game. So with that, I'm pretty much done. If you have any questions, you can email me at belthazar@neo.rr.com. So that's BELTHASAR at neo.rr.com. And thanks for listening, and I hope you have a good night.